There's lots of different kinds of depression. I've always been skeptical about dietary claims partly because if you look through the research, you can find someone that claims anything. Don't eat meat, don't eat vegetables, don't eat fruit, don't eat this, don't eat that. And to me, the whole obsession with food seems to have a pronounced neurotic flavor. And I have autoimmune symptoms. I had alopecia, which is a hair loss, very folkly, 30 years ago. I have this condition called peripheral uveitis, which is an inflammation of the bottom part of the eye, and it produces floaters. Well, one day I woke up and that was all gone. And I thought, that's weird, man, that's been 20 years. I never thought that was going anywhere. And then I lost a lot of weight and a lot of girth, more girth than weight. And so that was probably because I was experiencing a substantial amount of inflammation. And then the next thing that happened was, like, I could stay awake forever. I might get exhausted, but I never feel like I could go to sleep. And paradoxically, often I can sit down and just go to sleep in a second, anywhere. So it's a weird combination. But I've never been tired at night, like sleepy tired. Bang, I was going to sleep, and I thought, well, that's pretty weird. And the floaters in my eyes disappeared, and I cut my antidepressants in half in the winter. So, well, generally that would be not good. It would instantly become impossible to live with. Depression is a catch-all category, and autoimmune disease is a catch-all category, and there's all sorts of complex forms of them, and so there's multiple pathways to depression, no doubt. But see, my father also has autoimmune problems. He has psoriasis quite badly. And then, as I said, it's loaded on my mother's side of the family. I'm not eating wheat. I'm not eating dairy. I am a clinical psychologist. I'm not recommending dietary alterations to my clients. I don't know enough about it. There is evidence, for example, good evidence, that if arthritic people fast, their arthritis goes away. And it comes back when they start eating. You can induce rheumatic symptoms in rabbits, for example, by altering their diet. Gluten is probably a low-level toxin for everyone, but some people are more sensitive to it. And I don't know what to make of that. I mean, there's a lot of people who are really terribly obese. And you say, well, that's sedentary, but that's because of a sedentary lifestyle. I don't bloody well know. But this whole gut bacteria thing also, this is an entirely new field of inquiry. No one had any idea about this. You have more bacteria in your body, and all those little creatures in there, they're producing all sorts of chemicals that are, in all probability, more conducive to their survival than to yours. So it's a new bottomless pit of mystery. So maybe the idea would be, if you're depressed and you have a variety of autoimmune symptoms simultaneously, that you could tentatively consider that diet might play a role.